Anyway, it's choices. I think the point is that we don't even think about it as being a choice, which you were talking about earlier. We're just doing something. We're not actually thinking about what we're doing. We're not questioning ourselves.
Right.
What is this for me?
Mm-hmm.
What am I choosing right now? Anyway, what are you smiling about?
Just learning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I've said it multiple times. I choose to have the courage to choose the pain. My Inner Knowing, empowering you to find your compass for the journey. We are dedicated to supporting you to rediscover and trust your natural ability to navigate life each day by sharing insight and experience through the lens of two professional communicators and their guests. We intend to prompt internal inquiry that supports all those willing to explore a unique path.
Well, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm getting cranky.
Maybe we need to come up with a different topic to talk about tonight.
No, I don't think so. I think it'll be fascinating. Let's do this.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't always want to be complaining when we come on the show either, it's usually near the end of the day and I'm usually tired or beat or whatever.
Yeah. Well, you've been up since 4 this morning. So.
I've been up since 1:30, traveling back from Oregon, but in any event, I'm good.
Yeah.
Ready to go, interested in our topic. But before we get into that.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So we just wanted to announce.
We have an announcement.
That our free mini course, which is about healthy relationship, that we created into a 7-page PDF, is available on our website. Just go in and enter your email address and it will get sent to you. So anyway, we're excited about it. Anything you want to say about it?
Yeah, just 5 basic skills. It's based on our 10 essential skills course, the lengthy course, but we wanted to give something away for free so people could get the benefits of starting that conversation, the interior conversation, and otherwise of how you can interact with others in a stronger, more beneficial way, maybe.
Yeah, we all need practice. We all need support. We all need suggestions. All of us.
Yeah.
All of us.
Anyway, it's our gift to you. We hope you'll download it.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So, topic today. So, I had someone say to me that they would rather be in pain than be uncomfortable. And that struck me. So interesting. So, what comes up for you?
Well, what kind of pain are we talking about?
Well, for this particular person, they were talking about physical pain. But of course, in my mind, I went through the physical pain, but also, the emotional pain, mental pain. I went, all the routes. So we can go all the routes too. So while this wasn't Luke specifically, it would be an interesting conversation to have with Luke, who had a significant injury when he was in high school, and his recovery took quite a while. I don't know what his opinion would be about the amount of pain he was in versus the uncomfortableness he was in. My guess is the pain came and went, whether he had medication or didn't have medication, if he was moving or not moving, versus the constant of the uncomfortableness, which I believe is what my the person that mentioned it to me was referencing. Yeah. Like the pain is I know the pain is going to end. Is the uncomfortableness going to end?
Sure. Okay.
So what are you thinking?
Well, I think time matters. Definitely.
Like how long?
Right.
Okay.
Both. Short duration of intense pain, like a 10, it's going to end, versus a lifetime of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say it's,
Now, if you know it's going to end, but if you don't know it's going to end, I
right.
would choose the discomfort in that moment.
Yeah,
Promise.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, the discomfort, you mean the pain or the
Well, if you
uncomfortableness?
don't know that the intense pain, like the 10 out of 10 is going to end,
Mhm.
I'd rather have discomfort for years
Okay.
than this pain for 5 more minutes. I mean, but if I don't know that, if I know it's only 5 more minutes, it's a lot easier to say I'd rather just go through this and have it over with than live with a lifetime of discomfort. And discomfort can be on a whole, spectrum, just like so many things. Relationship wise, it's interesting though, from an emotional standpoint.
Ooh, tell me. Tell me.
Well, it just struck me. I'm sitting there thinking about they talk about the frog that you're cooking and you put them in lukewarm water and then it warms up until they're boiled, right?
Right.
That to me is discomfort.
Mm.
And that to me is also similar to the way that I've been in suffering through emotional pain in relationship in the past.
Mm.
And my choice and my, my issues included. I'm not blaming. I'm just saying, I think that a lot of us can choose to just allow the discomfort to continue.
Mm.
And when it would be so much better for us to, like this person you're talking about, have the pain,
Mm.
because the pain might be temporal and it might make you change.
Well,
You
this
didn't see
is
that one coming,
well,
did you?
no, but now I'm thinking all kinds of
Yeah,
things,
tell
right?
us.
I mean, I'm just thinking about, emotionally, it's like we would rather choose the pain. Yeah. Well, it's okay. It'll be over. It'll be fine tomorrow.
Pull the freaking band-aid,
Right.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Mm.
And yet, a lot of times we choose the discomfort or we
Mhm.
default. And not even sure it's choice, right? It is choice, but it's not. We
Yeah.
default to discomfort.
Yeah. Not a full level of awareness,
Right.
right? Like some level of awareness we have. Hmm. Yeah. That's so. Yeah. I'll try again tomorrow. It'll be different tomorrow. Um, maybe if I do this, it'll be different. Or maybe if I do that, it'll be different. Interesting. Okay. So, what are you thinking?
I'm pleased that I made you think.
I think I
Curveball.
think you make me think.
I do, but you weren't expecting that thought
Yeah.
process. So I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking about okay. Let's say that you have a friend that comes to you and you have known them for a long time and they have struggled with a relationship. It doesn't have to be a partner. It can be, a sibling or a friend that they just constantly have struggled with. What do you imagine is happening for them with the pain part that's coming with the distress that they're experiencing versus like the uncomfortableness of being clear or setting boundaries or even ending the relationship should that be their choice? Do you think, what do you think is pain and what do you think is uncomfortable?
Hmm.
I guess I was thinking of pain as being more like a short duration and or uncomfortableness being
Chronic.
chronic. Yeah, because I'm thinking even like, so many people struggle in their relationships, but the uncomfortableness of learning how to do it differently or the uncomfortableness of leaving, or the uncomfortableness of, you know, even your partner being uncomfortable because you're setting boundaries different, whatever. Like, I'm just trying to imagine, where do you think we get stuck? Like when you're sitting with that person, do you think they're struggling more with pain or uncomfortableness?
I well, it may be both.
Okay,
There may be, an immediate, extremely painful event that's happened.
sure. Mhm.
And maybe it came out of the blue. But a lot of times that is the result of living in discomfort and not choosing to have the pain, or
Mm.
choosing not to have the pain, or
Mhm.
maybe just avoiding the
Mm.
pain and living with the discomfort.
Mhm.
Okay. And then if you put it back in physical terms too,
Mhm.
I had this thought
Mhm.
is we talked about somebody um, that I worked with,
Mm.
and it was, like a chronic limb condition,
Mm.
daily
Mm.
pain, but not
Mhm.
searing all the time, that sort of thing. And the,
Yeah.
the question, you know, and it was just you and I were kicking that back and forth, and it just came up between us. I wonder if it would be better to just take it,
Mhm. Right.
seemed so extreme, but at the same time,
Mhm.
you know. And so I would say that discomfort can be high on the scale, but it's
Mhm.
not to the same degree as what I would call pain.
Mm.
For me, pain is like a 10.
Mhm. Mhm.
Anyway, we're swimming
Mm.
in this, but it is a fascinating
Mhm.
discussion.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I think based on looking at that person that you and I were talking about, I'm wondering if that's what this person you were talking to was essentially saying.
Mhm. Yeah. Will the uncomfortableness, or what you're calling discomfort,
Mhm.
will that ever end?
Right.
Right. Will it
Right.
ever
No
end?
way out.
Will I be in this level of pain, whatever it is,
Right.
for the rest of my life?
Mhm. Mhm. The
Ever
specter of that over you,
Mhm.
just hanging over you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to the pain that comes from, this particular person you're speaking about, or even the one that I was referencing, the intense pain of, let's say, a particular type of movement, but they know that is going to recede, whereas the uncomfortableness of it never does.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's the physical part. And again, these are, obviously when we have these conversations, it's not like we have an answer.
No.
We're just
If anybody has the answer out
Yep.
there,
Could you comment
please
that?
put it in the
Please put
comments.
it in the comments. Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, the answer is
Right.
in all caps.
But we'll take your suggestions as
Yeah,
well.
no.
Yeah.
No, gosh, I, you know, it comes for me when I had the gallbladder surgery last
Mhm.
December. And I
Mhm.
mean, that pain was horrible.
Yeah.
And so the thought crossed my mind too when you asked the question originally. It was like, phew, if I didn't know,
Mhm.
it was so bad
It was so bad.
that, I was crawling out of my skin,
Right.
you know,
Right.
literally.
Right.
Just somebody, please, just knock me
Right.
out.
And vomiting, you were in so much pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
And if I was in that scenario
Mhm.
and I didn't know that that was going to end, I would say, I'll take the lifetime discomfort, please.
Yeah.
I would.
Mm.
I might regret the choice.
Yeah. Mm. Okay. Good awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, but if it is a finite time frame for pain. I mean, I guess that's the thing, and emotionally too. We don't know that
Right.
when we're in it. You don't know
No, we
that
don't.
if I pull the Band-Aid or make the decision or do the hard thing or walk away from the relationship or whatever it is,
Whatever
right?
it is,
You know,
right. Mhm.
You don't know in the middle of that it's going to end.
Yeah,
And I think a lot of times it may seem like it never will.
right.
Like the first breakups we were talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where you're so devastated, so your self-worth is so wrapped up in being accepted by
Mhm.
that person, or
Yeah.
wanted by that person, all those things.
Mhm, mhm,
It could seem like that's never going to end. But
mhm,
I guess what I would say is pain of
mhm.
that degree typically does end.
Mm. Yeah. Hold on a second. Excuse me,
Oh
everybody.
no.
Somebody's microphone wasn't turned up all the way. He's gonna get picked up on mine some, but it's gonna be better now. Sorry, baby. The reality of the podcast
Yeah.
studio.
Oh well. I think they fixed it for us before. We're good to
Yeah,
go.
I think so.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway, I just it's interesting. It's easy to say when you're in the midst of all that pain. You can't even think straight
mhm,
to have that choice presented to you. But if the choice was presented, I might choose the discomfort
mhm,
and just to make it stop.
mhm,
Ooh. And just think if you do that in a relationship.
mm,
And I think we do.
Tell us more.
You're to that point where you've had enough of this shit and I'm done.
Yeah.
And then, you know, oh baby, I didn't really mean that, whatever.
Mm.
You get love bombed or I'm just making scenarios up, but I'm serious, it's just like,
Mm.
and then all of a sudden you start clawing back to so you're going back and, whew. Anyway, I don't know. It's so complicated.
We are complicated.
So what are you thinking? You've got lots of thoughts going on. I could see it.
Yeah, there is lots of thoughts. I think, one of the questions I want to ask, whoever's listening is asking yourself the question, is there something, well, do you have a preference of pain or uncomfortableness? Um, Man, I mean, it's just so interesting, the question. I think I was trained to be uncomfortable unintentionally. I believe when I think about prior relationships, I was always adapting myself, thinking that if I did, that was going to take the pain away. And I think that I adapted and I was willing to be uncomfortable. So the significance of the pain was less. I believe that I chose to be uncomfortable so that I didn't have to suffer so much pain.
Mm. Mm.
What?
That quote,
What
the
quote?
only way out is through, is
Hmm.
what came to mind when you said that.
Yeah. Hmm.
Have you ever felt confused or overwhelmed in relationships? Theresa and I have come up with a free mini course that we think will really help you out with a lot of the common relationship experiences so that you can improve your communication skills with all of the people in your life and really make a change for the better.
Yeah, we really believe that everybody deserves the opportunity to learn healthy relationship skills so that we can get through life having a good, healthy relationship experience. So click the link, put your email in, you'll get the PDF, spend a few hours working on it, and please let us know what your experience is. We know it will benefit you in some way. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
I thought that one was pretty good.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Check, check.
I don't know how uncomfortable we like being. I mean, I think about like from a substance perspective or whether that's, drugs or alcohol or social media or um whatever. I mean, it can be so many things. What are we trying to take away? The pain, the uncomfortableness? Does using a substance or scrolling on our phone for hours, does it take the pain away? Does it take uncomfortableness away? What are we trying to not feel? And I'm, again, not saying there's an answer. I'm just wondering what people are experiencing.
Mm.
The answer could absolutely be different for everyone. But do we even think about it? What am I trying to not feel? Pain, discomfort, uncomfortableness. And to me, I think about it from like a body perspective,
Mm.
not necessarily like an emotional perspective, right? At the moment. Because in relationship and distress, we can have body pain too, right?
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah. It's not all mental and emotional. What's happening for you?
Oh, just the issues in the tissues.
Oh, sure. What our body's holding.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean, what I was hoping for was the courage to, um, because what I believe is that the pain, um, and when we're in the midst of it, we may claw back for discomfort
Mhm,
because it's familiar and
mhm,
it's less,
mhm,
um, even though we suffer much longer.
mhm,
But when the pain is that bad, it seems like you don't have any perspective that it will ever end.
mhm,
And so what I was hoping for is the courage
mm,
to choose the pain.
mm, mm.
No, literally, like if you take it to that physical extreme, um, when that was going on in the however many hours we were in the hallway at the hospital for the gallbladder, um, going through that pain could have meant dying, I suppose, you know?
Yeah.
But to be honest, there were moments when I was doing that that I just as soon have been, and I know that's I don't know, I feel bad for even saying such a thing, but it's true. And of course, it's easy to say that too, because if I got that result, I might not like that either.
Mm.
Yeah, it's such a slippery slope, babe.
It is.
Um, I still think I still think that I am hoping for the courage to choose the pain.
Mhm.
Yeah, interesting.
Mm. Yeah. Who knew this is where the conversation would go?
Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what person that said it to me chose to,
Mm,
the pain over the uncomfortableness.
mm.
Mhm. Yeah.
And the avoidance piece you raised about substance abuse, et cetera, because, I used alcohol.
Mm.
I think it's both.
Yeah. Say more.
Well, it's both. I mean, it could be an acute, a significant pain event, some huge blowout or a disappointment, or somebody was cheating on you, whatever it may be, is that moment when you're just deep in it. You
Mhm.
might do that.
Mhm.
But I also think to avoid the chronic discomfort,
Mhm.
but it doesn't, you avoid it for a while,
Mm.
sort of, and it just makes it worse,
Yeah.
you know, in so many ways, but in any event. Because you were saying, well, I wonder if they're avoiding pain or discomfort, and they're just avoiding all of it. At least
Mhm.
I was,
Mm.
yeah, avoiding
Mm.
life.
Mhm. Just trying to not feel, period.
Yeah, and not even a conscious thought process on what am I doing.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Upon reflection, if you go back,
yeah.
what do you what are you aware of? What can you recall?
About what?
Like, you
Sorry,
know,
I'm getting sassy. I was drunk. Not much. Oh my, it's one of those nights, folks.
it is. It's okay. Yeah, it's a hard topic too.
It is. No,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Um, like, can you think of a time when you did drink
Yeah,
because you were trying to not feel?
all the above. And I think what I really was doing was avoiding the pain decision.
Mm.
And at different points in the spectrum, the pain decision could have just been setting boundaries
Right. Right.
that could have saved the relationship.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But to me, that was those decision points were like it seemed like life or death, all
Mm.
or nothing.
Mm.
And I wasn't willing to do the all because I
Mhm.
didn't want it to end
Mhm.
because I had this, it's sick. The whole thing is sick. But, so my solution was to drink
Mm.
alcohol, to avoid the decision and avoid the discomfort, but it doesn't avoid the discomfort for long.
Mhm.
You just wake up feeling sick,
Mm.
depressed,
Mhm.
worse,
Mhm.
you know, maybe said stupid things, didn't help anything.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mm.
but Cersei sings a song that it's, a way to make it stop.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah,
For the moment, right? Like you were saying.
sort of.
Yeah.
It's what's so weird about it is it's a mixed bag
Mhm.
because sometimes you just are angry,
Mm.
you know.
Is the anger then the pain?
It's both. It's this is complex, but it's yes,
Yeah.
it is, and it's also I guess that is a way of being able to voice the pain,
Mm. Okay.
right?
Okay.
Because the inhibition is down, and then and not
Ah.
necessarily to the other person. That's I mean, sometimes, yeah, and then we
Uh-huh.
lose our shit and say all
Okay.
kinds of things, but there's a basis for all that that's getting vomited out because we're holding it in.
Yeah.
And so, and this is, I'm analyzing it as I go, but I do think, that it can lower those inhibitions so that you can express those feelings, but then you're just swimming. You've got,
Mm.
because you're compromised, there's no way
It's
to,
not constructive.
no, it's just anger, just feeding on itself, but it is
Okay.
coming out.
Okay. Okay. It
Just
just
on self conversation, even. I mean, about self, about the other,
mm.
about the situation, about 10 situations, whatever it is, you're voicing it. You can voice it. Whereas before, maybe not
Mhm.
before you got drunk.
Mhm.
Whew, who thought we'd be going this direction? Wow, this
Not
is
no,
like,
not me.
it's raw.
It's
It's
okay.
okay. I've walked that path. It's true.
Yeah.
So it's as in so many things that we talk about, it's complex because it isn't just, hey, it's all happy, because it's not
Mhm. Mm.
when you're doing that.
Right. Right.
It does numb it, but
Mhm.
can also open it,
Mhm.
which is fascinating.
Mm.
But it opens it without any framework being available to deal with it, to work through it, to get yourself grounded around it, to, um, you know, have a rational seeking help conversation with somebody else about it, etc. You're
Mhm.
just swimming.
Mhm.
It's a toxic soup.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think, you may be releasing, but you're just gobbling it right back in.
Mhm. Yeah. No, I was thinking about I don't
Wow.
know if it's
Yeah, and that's wild.
mm.
Never thought about it that way.
Well, thank you for sharing. What?
No, it's one of those, like, really, because I'm actually just experiencing it for the first time. Uh I'm going through that. I really wish that I hadn't shared all that, but I also, there's part of me that's like, I don't care. It's okay for me to be truthful.
Mhm.
It's true.
Right.
And it is my experience. It's what I did.
Mhm. Right.
So it's okay. But there's not a huge shame piece, but some about people who are listening, like, oh my gosh,
Mm.
that it's a fact.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
We all struggle.
Yes, we're all human.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, babe, you sharing and your willingness to even, upon reflection, still say, okay, I'm sharing, gives people permission. We have so much shame,
Yeah.
in our, I would guess in the world, but I know in our culture, so much shame and truly an expectation of perfection. Um, Again, we'll go back to that. How many people raise their hands about who struggles with perfection at that retreat? Every single one. Every single one.
And all the big eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think we need permission for it to be messy. We need permission for us to not know. I thought the comment that you made about, there's no structure to do anything with it.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Because you don't know that there even is one, or there could be one, or how to create one, or who to ask for one, or to even know that maybe there is.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can substitute lots of different substances,
Absolutely.
food,
Yeah.
ice cream,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
other drugs, whatever it may be.
Whatever it may be.
And they all carry their own price and lack of framework.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm. Mm.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Then I hope I have the courage to choose the pain.
Hmm. Aren't you right now? In this moment?
Yes, I am.
Well, what was
Especially when I read the comments.
um, and it's interesting because
I'm playing for
I
the most
know
part.
even when
It's
I
okay.
even when I was saying that, I wasn't actually thinking about right this moment. I was I was
Oh.
what I was actually thinking about was the fact that you have been uncomfortable for years because of your autoimmune.
Yeah.
And right now you are choosing the pain
Yes.
instead of just the chronic uncomfortableness, you're choosing pain because it is not comfortable what you are going
Right.
through. Right. It is painful and exhausting, and the treatment is
Yeah.
tricky, and it is an unknown for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So you've chosen the pain there.
yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah,
The
it's been
financial pain too.
of all
Of the
what all that
treatment.
costs. So I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Um,
Which then makes me think, are you willing to choose the pain now because you value yourself more?
well, sure.
Mm. Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Um, I don't know. I just think in the past I would have been more hesitant.
Mm.
I'm not going to do that. It's too, experimental or, made up excuses or whatever instead of,
Mm.
or I need to spend that on other people.
Mm. Sure. Yeah. It's a lot to spend on yourself.
Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
So, yeah. Well, just so everybody knows,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, it's like 3 different antibiotics and 2 different antifungals and bladder installations daily, twice. And there's just a lot of things that are ravaging my system
Mhm.
in the process of trying to kill off some tick-borne illness
Yeah.
that I've had since I was a kid, I think. So,
Yeah.
anyway, it has been rough.
Yeah. But you have been uncomfortable for a decade.
At least, yeah,
Mhm.
probably about a decade, a little bit more.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Asking for
So,
help, that's something that's come with that. The growth.
well, I was able to ask for help because I went to see doctors, but I
Mhm.
didn't advocate for myself.
Yeah. So
You know,
tell us the difference between you asking for help and advocating for yourself.
um, what comes to mind is Oliver Twist.
Mm.
May I have some more, please?
Mm.
No.
Mm.
Okay. And that was my experience with a lot of doctors, frankly. If it is not something that they could put it, could explain, then it was either in my head or just an unknown. And they would say things like, oh, the power of suggestion when I would try to come up with, well, maybe it's this or maybe it's this, instead of being respectful about me having my experience about my body.
Right.
And I've grown a lot since
Mhm.
those days,
Mm.
and I can be respectful about it, but I'm also not just going to take no for an answer or somebody's opinion.
Mhm.
That's just straight out, even if they're an MD.
Mhm.
Uh, I respect it,
Mhm.
but if I'm minimized in the process, I will say something
Mhm. Mhm.
and advocate. No, I really think we need to do this.
Mhm.
Well, who's following you? Well, I guess it's somebody else,
Mhm.
is what I would say today. Because I
Mhm.
had one doctor, I was seeing him, he wasn't getting anything done. So I went to the Cleveland Clinic and they actually did something that helped for a while.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I came back to see my regular doctor in Kansas City and
Mhm.
the ego got involved. He's like, well, who's following
Mhm.
you?
Yeah.
And I would I would have a very different response today to
Yeah.
advocate for myself,
Yeah.
as in let's
Absolutely.
have a conversation about what I need from you.
Mhm. Yeah.
What I need are ways to come up with solutions so I don't kill myself
Right.
instead of you saying things like that.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
anyway, that's the difference for me.
Yeah.
And we've got so many things available now with chat, GPT, AI. You have to be careful, but at least you've got resources for doing research and getting some, interesting feedback. It could be way off, but you can have a more meaningful discussion. Plus, we've got the internet.
Mhm.
We didn't, when all this started, it really wasn't something that you could find out a whole lot about. I remember searching and searching and searching for interstitial cystitis, and there was just slim to none
Mhm.
information on it.
Mhm.
But anyway, that's part of advocating too for yourself.
Mhm.
But it is a
Mhm.
self-worth piece.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, yeah. Mm.
Mm.
Whew, what a road. Goodness sakes. It's all about me tonight, apparently. I thought it was about you.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, back to you.
Well, I just thought we were going to have a conversation about pain versus uncomfortableness. I really didn't know where it was going to go. I just thought that it was fascinating when that person said it to
Mhm.
me. I just thought, I've not thought about that. Hmm.
Yeah.
And I can put myself in, different situations, whether it's physical pain or emotional pain. Um, and I might choose one over the other, depending on the circumstances.
A discomfort and pain or physical versus emotional pain?
That if, like, I may choose, um, well, what's interesting is when you asked me, what came to mind was when I was pregnant with Christopher and I knew he was huge and I was so uncomfortable.
Mhm.
I was not in pain.
Mhm.
I was so uncomfortable. And I go in and say that to the doctor, and she's like, well, you're just at your due date. We can wait a few more weeks. And I was like, and I just, started crying. And I said, I don't think you understand. He is huge.
Mhm.
And, she was like, well, he's probably like 9 pounds. You're tall. You can blah, 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 whatever. She goes, well, we'll do a sonogram. So they did it the next day. And I know I've said this estimated fetal weight popped up at 10 pounds, 11 ounces. And I
Yeah.
was like, what? And they're like, well, he's probably only 9 pounds. There's a 10% error ratio. And I was like, got out to my car and I'm like, wait a second. He could be 11
Right.
pounds.
And he was,
And he
wasn't
was.
he?
He was 11.7.
Oh, he
My
was
first
almost
child.
12 pounds.
Well, he was 11. Yes, my first
11 and
child.
a half.
Yes, my first child was 11 pounds, 7 ounces. Yeah. And I remember, when I was in the room with the doctor when she saw the results, and she said to me, well, we can go ahead and try to have him vaginally, but we're probably going to have to break your pelvis and his collarbones in order to get him out. But if we do that, the possibility of him having like permanent shoulder damage or something. And I was like, what? Why are you even
Right.
saying that that's an option?
Right.
And she said, because some women don't feel like they've had a child if they don't try to have it vaginally or if they don't have it vaginally. And I said, I am not one that cares about that. I have carried this child. I just want him out of my body. There is no more room for him.
Mhm.
And so for me, and I think that came to mind because I just think of like you know, I I think because it was pain versus uncomfortableness, but I was really thinking about more about him, like a long term, the impact on him than the pain that I would have gone through,
Sure.
right?
Mhm.
So because the potential for him, like my pelvis would have healed, but it could have been potentially long term, right? Like it may not have healed correctly, or it may have kept me from having more children. I mean, I don't know, right? But I was really thinking about like what might his life be like if one or both of his shoulders don't work.
Right.
And so anyway, I can't tell you exactly why that came to mind, but that's what came to mind. Anyway, it's choices. I think the point is that we don't even think about it as being a choice, which you were talking about earlier.
Mhm.
We're just doing something. We're not actually thinking about what we're doing. We're not questioning ourselves.
Right.
What is this for me?
Mhm.
What am I choosing right now?
Mm.
Anyway, what are you smiling about?
Just learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I've said it multiple times. I choose to have the courage to choose the pain.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Yeah. Mm. Well, thanks for
Hmm.
stepping into this tonight, babe.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Love you.
Yeah. I love you too. Thank you for joining us today. We are excited to explore life with you. We encourage curiosity, self growth, and we strive to be more compassionate every day.